It's about the love walk, because I don't know if all of you know, but it's a moment that all couples should take time. When Renato spoke about the first time that we did our love walk, and we do it all the time that we have the love walk, but the first time I felt very special because the purpose for the love walk was for you to take some time for that person. And even though we already resolved our issues, our problems, and we're well in our relationship, but to, just for Renato to take that time and say, I want to know what is going on in your head. What I never asked. What do you think about various subjects that I really felt valued? Maybe, men don't understand that part of the woman, but she needs to feel valued. I imagine that it has to do with how God created us. God created us women to be the helpers of our husband. He says that we will be the helper to our husbands. And when she feels valued, it's like she's being that helper. And when she feels that she's not valued, it's like she's not doing her role as a woman. That's why many women, they are known as, jealous, controlling. They're always nagging, complaining, murmuring. You think that she's so boring. But no, when the person feels devalued, she feels like less of a woman. She's not a sufficient woman. So an intelligent man, she values his wife. Because when she's valued, she is what? She's secure. She'll want to help him. She'll be the helper. And she'll want to make her husband happy. Because she's seeing that I'm being who God wants me to be. So the love walk, it was really good for me in this sense. I remember when we spoke about various subjects, but what was more important to me in those 2 hours that we were there, it was I felt valued. He looked in my eyes, and we didn't have any cell phone, we had no one around, we had no time scheduled. He was completely available for me. So I felt loved. So I would like to suggest all the husbands here to do this with your wives. You're going to see that they're going to be very happy.
Yes. When we do the love walk, what do we suggest to the couple? It does not need to be in the Ibirapuera Park. We're going to have the event there on the day. On the initial moment, we're going to give awards to everyone, and after the event, everyone will walk in the park and find a spot under a tree, in a bridge, whatever it may be, there with the nature, in the park, that they will sit and talk about this question here. They'll answer the questions that are in here. For example, just one example, one question. Do you feel excluded from some part of my life? Which one? Look what a question. I'm certain that many here never asked this question to the partner. Do you feel excluded from some part of my life? The partner will reply, and they'll ask this question to me. And I'll say if I feel excluded from some part of the life of my partner. Maybe this question does not make much difference in your life because you don't have this problem in your marriage. But if there is, it will be an opportunity for you to express what you feel in regards to this. We don't speak about. There are rules. I'm not going to read in here, but there are rules in here that this may not become into a fight. The idea is not that. How long have you been doing the love walk? It might be 10 years now. Yes, but since the beginning, probably the 10th, the 9th year, I've never seen a couple fighting in the park. I've never seen it. It does not happen. Why? Because if you follow the direction, there will be no fight. It will be a conversation that you're going to go back home like a couple in the honeymoon. Because the conversation will be directed to bring the intimacy to the couple. Sometimes the couple has no intimacy in the bed because they don't have intimacy in here, in the mind. They don't have intimacy in the thoughts. As we spoke recently, they think that it's only you to press a button and there'll be a wonderful sex. Sex is 90% in the brain and 10% in the body. You have to work in here. And the intelligent man, he knows. He knows. At least to guarantee that he has a happy wife in her intimacy.
And I would like to add on to the question that you chose, because many of these questions are related to your problems. But the person tries to avoid speaking about it, or she's afraid because she doesn't want to be misunderstood. She doesn't even touch the subject. And the other person touching the subject is going to open an opportunity for them to speak about a certain situation. Many women, they're afraid of, for example, to feel that her husband is going to think that she's very annoying, or she doesn't point certain things. She prefers not to speak about certain subjects. She prefers to leave it to the side. And also her husband doesn't want to have a problem, doesn't want to fight, doesn't want to have a discussion in their relationship. Like we've said, when we were in those 12 years and that day that we wrote that list, I never imagined that Renato had 11 complaints. I was like, where does this all come from? Because I didn't know about this. I'm thinking here that I am, breaking through, that only I had complaints to do, and that it would not stop. It was a bit bigger than my list now. And I was the one who wanted to separate. So you saw that they also had complaints, but he didn't have the courage to speak, or he didn't want to take time. Many times there are people who are lazy to speak about this.
Or they don't want to fight. They don't want to fight. They don't want to bring up the topic because they don't want to fight. Because they know that every time that they mention this topic, there is a fight. But as I said, if you follow the rules of the love walk, to have dialogue in a conversation, there will be no fight. What there will be? Attention. That's why in the walk, you come out on the usual environment that you are. There's no point of you doing the love walk in the garden of your house. It's not going to work. Or in the living room. It's not going to work. You have to come out of the environment. Because coming out of the environment, it shows to your mind this is different. We're taking a different air, a different environment to our relationship. It can be in the Ibirapuera with us, or if this place is not good for you, do another day, another time. Go to the beach, the mountain, the park there in your neighborhood. Some way, somehow, do it. But what are the rules? When you are together, the cell phone, the mobile phone must be off. You're not looking at the mobile phone. There's no kids, dogs. There's no preoccupations. The only worry is to speak and to listen. Listen and to speak, and to not judge, not criticize, but simply to listen. It's like you do at work every day. Every day at work, you who deal with clients, you call the client, you book a meeting with the client for what? To hear the complaint from the client. You hear what they want. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. We're going to see what we can do to make our service, our product better. You hear the client because you need the client. Companies spend so much money with departments to listen to the clients, with researchers, with groups to listen to what people are thinking and later to develop their services and products to meet the needs of people. This happens out there in the working place. So you spend hours listening to other people to do the work the way they want, But your wife, your husband, you don't listen to them. You don't know how to listen. The main clients you have, you don't listen to them to meet their needs. So you need to have this understanding to take care of the person who is next to you. And to listen is one of the benefits that are most valuable that we can receive today, because nobody wants to hear to another person. Nobody wants to listen to other, unless you pay for the psychologist and then you pay for them to listen to you. But only when you love and you care for the person, you listen to them.
Did you like this? Would you like to hear it again? Listen to it as many times as you need until this content becomes part of you. Don't forget to leave your like, comment, and share. See you next time.